Right. If I may now move on to Mauro V. Polititia, who is an international business strategist guiding organizations through digital transformation and responsible innovation. His work balances technology with human values. Thank you, Mauro, for joining us this evening.
Thank you to you. Thank you so much. And greeting from Italy. It is an honor to stand with you today. My name is Mauro Polticchia. I'm the country director Italy of World Agriculture Forum. So before my I promise 10-minute speech, please go ahead with the 1-minute video presentation, and then we can share 6 slides of my presentation. Please go ahead with the 1-minute video presentation.
The world is at a turning point for food and agriculture. Rising demand, a changing climate, growing pressure on farmers, ecosystems, and food systems. Meeting this moment requires more than conversation. It requires coordination, innovation, and action. The World Agriculture Forum is a global, neutral platform advancing sustainable agriculture worldwide. We bring together governments, farmers, agribusinesses, experts, and development institutions to bridge implementation gaps from local fields to global markets through policy advocacy, trade facilitation, and technology-driven solutions across the value chain. We enable ideas, innovations, and proven models to scale where they matter most. Our focus is impact, empowering smallholder farmers, strengthening food and nutrition security, and building resilient, future-ready food systems worldwide. By convening leaders, fostering public-private partnerships, and sharing knowledge and market intelligence, we move from vision to implementation. World Agriculture Forum, where innovation meets action for a sustainable global future.
Today, gather not just to discuss trade, but to address a fundamental shift of our global reality. Food security is not longer merely an agricultural concern. It is rapidly evolved into a core pillar of national security. As we analyze the future of sustainable agri-food system and nutrition, we must recognize that the traditional blueprints of global supply chain are no longer sufficient. To navigate this landscape, we must look at the true foundation of our economies, our micro, small, and medium enterprises. These are not just participants in the market, they are the market, and they are the flagship of global food security and resilience. In this quick presentation, I want to explore how these agile businesses are uniquely positioned to defend our food system against modern vulnerability, and how we can transit toward a more secure, decentralized, and sustainable future. Yes, exactly. Unstable global landscape. Let us begin to examine the environment we now operate in. The era of predictable, friction-free global trade is effectively over. Today, we face a deeply unstable global landscape, a shifting geopolitical chessboard characterized by fragmented trade corridors, unexpected export restriction, and sudden market disruption. In this interconnected world, we witness what can only be described as a global butterfly effect. Geopolitical tension in one region instantly trigger a cascade of crises across the globe, leading to sudden halt in the fertilizer supplies, extreme spike in energy costs, and shock logistic network. These crises have exposed a critical vulnerability, the extreme fragility to hyper-centralized food system. When a system relies on a few massive rigid supply chain, any single point of failure can disrupt food availability on an international scale. Please go ahead with the third slide. Exactly. Bring us the core focus on today's summit, the micro, small, and medium enterprise. These businesses are often overlooked in macroeconomic strategy. Yet they are the true agile protagonists of the global economy. Statistically, micro, small, and medium enterprise make over 90% of all businesses within the global agri-food value chain. So big portion. What makes them uniquely vital in times of geopolitical instability in their deepest structure are embedded within their local territory, because they live and operate within the community they serve. They possess and much understanding of local needs, local resources, and local risks. Unlike giant multinational conglomerate enterprises, which are bonded administrative bureaucracy processes and rigid international logistics, micro, small, and medium enterprises possess a unique structural flexibility. They can make rapidly operational pivots. When a global shipping route is blocked, like in this period, for example, a local micro, small, and medium enterprise can immediately reorganize distribution networks, source alternative local inputs, and stabilize food availability within their region. Please go ahead with the last slide. Exactly, strategic autonomy, the Italian model, okay, they understand how this operates successfully in practice. We can look at a global benchmark for agriculture excellence and strategy autonomy, the Italian model. The Made in Italy famous brand, okay? The globally recognized success of Made in Italy brand does not rely on giant hyper-centralized corporate monopolies. Instead, its strength lies in dense, high interconnected network and specialized micro, small, and medium enterprise, agriculture cooperative, and region cluster, the core. This model has mastered the balance between maintaining strong local roots and achieving immense competitiveness on the global stage. By working in localized cooperative structure, Italian small-scale producer share knowledge, technology, and logistic resources. This cooperation shields them from external market manipulation and the predatory pricing that often occur in centralized commodity markets. Furthermore, this model actively protects localized biodiversity and traditional sustainable farming practices, ensuring the economic growth do not come to expense of environment health. The Italian experience proves the small size is not an economy weakness. Please go ahead with the slide number 5. Exactly. However, if we expect a micro, small, and medium enterprise to carry the weight of the global food security, we must equip them to face significant structural bottlenecks. Currently, small agribusiness face defensive trade policy, opaque no-tariff barriers, and volatile currency fluctuation. Most critically, they are heavily restricted by a lack of trade finance, making it difficult to them to scale up or operation or enter new markets. To overcome these barriers, an optional luxury, it is an absolute tool for survival. At the World Agricultural Forum, for example, we strongly advocate for an open, inclusive, and modern trade architecture for empowered small actors. Please go in the last slide. In conclusion, from my point of view, from our point of view, the message I wish to leave you with today is clear. A truly resilient, food secure world cannot be built from the top down. It must be constructed from the ground up, starting from the local territories to empowering micro, small, and medium enterprises. We call upon government, policymakers, and international finance institutions to integrate micro, small, and medium enterprise directly into national security strategy really is really important. This means clearing trade bottlenecks, opening dedicated credit lines, and de-risking investment for small-scale agribusiness. Thank you for your kind attention, as promised, within 10 minutes, and thank you once again for this kind of opportunity.
Thank you so much, most importantly, for being so particularly on time, but also for the very important message about how, food security is such a big thing, and especially in times of geopolitical unrest, which seems to sort of change literally by the hour. And I think your concept of the global butterfly effect as well is something that would be wise if everybody could take mind of it, starting from governments to, corporates and MSMEs. But it's a huge thing. I think Santosh has a question for you. I think he says how a common facility center could be powered for food security. Would that be an idea?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Our core business as a World Agriculture Forum is like to collect in one single room government, trade, agriculture, so the complete scale. So this is the really important, and as shared before in the fifth slide, the strategy inside the all government for small micro enterprise is a strategy. So efforts will be to include this kind of strategy from government point of view during our forum, because we are neutral, but we collect every kind of actors. So it's really important to understand that if we have in some room with also with different idea, at the end of the day, we collect one single big idea to implement, because as said before, made in Italy, Italy example is a really high example, is a really good example, as pilot. So this is really, I think this is the core.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mauro, for your time once again. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you next time.
See you.